5 seconds to go. At the outset, I welcome you all at this meeting of the National Executive being held at Lucknow. This is the city of Lakshman, who did set an ideal of what fraternity is. He was an illustrious brother. He was a true embodiment of qualities like sacrifice, commitment, and devotion. These are the qualities that form the cornerstone of any organizational edifice. This is also the great city of several men of letters, thinkers, and social workers. While in Lucknow, just about a few kilometers away from Ayodhya, we have an occasion to rededicate ourselves to the ideals of Ram and strive for bringing about a true Ram Rajya. We are committed to build a great temple of Ram at Ayodhya. Lucknow was the Karmabhumi of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, Nanaji Deshmukh, and Sundar Singh Bhandari ji and others. I pay my respects to all these departed leaders. We are all missing our great leader Atal ji. While we pray for his speedy recovery and good health, we also resolve to walk relentlessly on the path shown by him. In the true sense, he is a politician who continues to be an individual who can never have an enemy. His creativity had multifacets. We believe that his speeches, poems, and writings form a part of our national heritage. In order to preserve this heritage and pass it on to the new generation, we have decided to support Samagra Atalji, a project for compilation and preservation of all his works. A grand function to launch this project will be held in Delhi, and you will be separately informed about this. We are not remembering Atalji simply because we are here. For us, he remains a source of inspiration. I have always believed that patriotism and nationalism, good governance, development, and Antyodaya are the four cornerstones of our functional philosophy. His life and work symbolizes all these four mainstays of our ideology. For us, good governance and Ram Rajya are synonymous. It is a matter of great pride for all of us that all our BJP and NDA ruled states are performing very well on the front of all inclusive development. From environment to women's empowerment and from education to infrastructure, our state governments are scaling new heights. Recently, we had organized a 2-day conclave of all BJP chief ministers. Deliberations at this conference mainly focused on greater transparency and accountability. But we also took stock of the situation pertaining to different development parameters. We are not claiming that we have done everything that we want to. We have to work even harder in future. But yes, I must say that on development issues like employment generation, school enrollment, and saving the girl child, our governments are performing far better than others. There are innumerable challenges in marching ahead on this path of development. However, I am confident that we can write many success stories with our performing chief ministers, ministers and other elected representatives. We have a track record of good governance. We have a conviction that our commitment to the people strengthens our resolve. Brothers and sisters, I have to attract your attention to yet another important issue that was raised very forcefully at the recently held conclave of chief ministers. The Congress has no respect for federalism. The very grain of Congress culture is excessively centralization oriented. Historically, the Congress party's interference in the states lies at the root of the emergence of many regional parties. In fact, India's political map is now a testimony to the fact that individuals who desert Congress gain popular support and come to power. The Congress has always believed in perpetuating its political influence by misusing the powers vested in the central government to interfere in state governments. Delayed clearance of bills passed by legislatures, stepmotherly treatment to opposition-ruled states while allocating funds, misusing institutions like CBI for political vendetta, and taking a partisan approach even in issues like humanitarian help and rehabilitation are only some examples of its assaults on federalism. We will be passing a resolution on this issue and hence I will not elaborate this further here. I am aware that our performance in the recently concluded elections was less than our expectations. We are disappointed and we are in the process of analyzing these results. We had some intrinsic limitations. Yet, I must say, we fought these elections with all seriousness. The results are only an indication that we have to work even harder to make our presence felt in these states. In Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and West Bengal, we have marginally improved our vote share, and in Assam, we have maintained the same vote share. In Assam, while we have improved our performance in new areas, our vote share has marginally gone down in our traditional basis. In Puducherry, we have to do a lot. Here, I must also point out the success that we have achieved in several by-elections held recently in Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and some other states. The situation in the country calls for our all-time preparedness. I will be visiting all the 5 states where elections took place recently. I will interact with party workers and listen to the office bearers about the lessons that we have to learn from these elections. The performance of UPA has been dismal to say the least. The government is passing through mid-term blues. It has lost direction. There is drift all around and the decision making is all paralyzed. Here is a Prime Minister who presides over the cabinet but is shy of taking the responsibility of the decisions. This government has a unique feature. While the Prime Minister is a classic case of office without performance, the National Advisory Council has promoted power without accountability. In the 1970s, the Congress under Shrimati Indira Gandhi had given the slogan of Garibi Hatao. Today, her grandchildren are also giving the same slogan. Congress must either admit its failure, or accept that it is fooling the people for decades. Stop. तो दोस्तों इसी के साथ ही डिक्टेशन यहां पर फिनिश होती है। पूरी उम्मीद है आपने इसे अच्छे से लिखा होगा। पूरी मेहनत कीजिए। अगर आपको डिफिकल्ट लगी है डिक्टेशन तो आप 80 WPM वाली डिक्टेशन पहले लिख सकते हैं। आपसे मुलाकात करूंगा अगली क्लास में अगली ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के साथ। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर।